sharing a gift with them, tell them, I say you are promoting something like this. I have a guy that can help you solve this. You get it? By the time you have built reports around that client, and when you pitch them directly, it's very rare before they will say no. It gets hard because before you even reach to an extent of pitching them, you have seen their interest by chatting with them. I don't know if you get what I mean. Copy paste. Are you there? Okay. So when it comes to cold outreach, I'm not really a master at that. I will be very, very frank with you. Now, when it comes to getting clients up on a call with you, there is something I've come to notice most times. First, the reason why a client will reject hopping on a call with you is your presentation, how you started off the chat. You get it? Now, in the law of negotiation in psychology, there is a law that states that if I make you want me more, I am in charge, meaning I have the right to reject your call. But if I make you want me more, do you get it? What did I even say? Let me go back again so that you don't. For example, now you're a client, I am a copywriter. If I make you want me more, I am in charge. If I tell you to us, let us hop on a call, it will be very, very hard for you to say no. But at the process of my presentation, I want you more than you want me. You will reject my call. Now, my point is, they don't reject call. They feel guilty because of presentation. Like they feel they're in charge of you because of your presentation. I don't know if you get this part now. So it is mainly based on presentation. I also used this idea. There was a client I pitched. He has an app or about this thing. What is called weight lose. He has an app on it. So when I pitched him, it was a strong pitch. I've already built reports for him, built like trust and all sorts. When I pitched him, he agreed. I told him we are going to open a call tomorrow. He declined it. He said he doesn't want to open a call. Like, okay, I later convinced him. We fixed the time. I went to his timeline, sent him DMs. His time. The next day, I told him, let us open a call now. Do you get it? Like at that process, I made myself want him more. Do you get it? But when I started working with American Obis, I discovered that. So the first call I actually hopped with him, he wanted to decline it, but I said, wait, let me look for what I said. Let me look for. My WhatsApp chat just cleared off. I told him something like, when we are chatting, your listening is not passive. Actually, I got that from this guy Tyson Fordy. I don't know if you got. I know Tyson Fordy. I had to watch one of his YouTube videos to get that. He's a popular email guy. I love the guy. He's very good at what he does. So I guess if after now, just give me your contact. I will have to search for it and send you the link. Do you get it? So that's I'm just telling you, I'm not a master at pitching. Like when it comes to cold outreach, and this is for the call, it all depends on presentation. How do you present yourself at first? Thank you, guys.
Okay, perfect. Ekeleme, I think Sagashos actually did a very nice job with warm outreach. Okay, so one thing with warm outreach, as I so much believe, is no matter in fact with warm outreach, even if you have a bad pitch, with warm outreach, you're going to close almost close to 70% of the clients most of the time. All right, you're going to close them most of the time. So yeah, this is almost Sagashos, remember that he has two objections, right? Because what I will be handling now, it's the cold outreach. All right, we are going to actually do the live section here now. Okay, except we have to actually shift it forward because of time, because we're already getting late. Some of us actually might have to go and take dinner and all of this stuff, right? And maybe rest for the day. We actually hopped on this course since 8, but we can actually push it forward. But the next call we are going to have, I think we are going to pick the objection of, since Sagashos have actually done justice to the warm outreach. I think warm outreach doesn't need any practical section, because you yourself, you know what warm outreach is. Yes, people have actually made connection with before, people prior knew. So that is a very soft part to when it comes to pitching. If you pitch now, Ekeleme, listen. If you pitch to warm audience, people who have in one way or the other make connection with you, 70% of the time it's gonna work. But you must also take note of how you structure your words and the deal for it to work. Don't say because this person already knows me, or we have one thing or two or the other. You actually take the job, or you actually make the deal, take the deal. Still represent your nature as a copywriter. Still know what to do. Still know how to put your words to create the deal, because the whole thing is just about creating the deal and getting the deal signed with him. Simple. So the next thing we are going to do is take the practical section of this code DM, because I'm going to show you how code DM actually works. Okay? Cool. I actually want, this is the love of the game, as Augustus normally say, just because of the love of the game. He's doing all he's doing. Okay, so for the love of the game, we are going to actually take this thing next, like a step further, and I'm going to show you how to do cold outreach, especially with emails and with code DM. Every single one of us here is going to know how to do that, because at most, people who are going to give you the millions you want as a copywriter, as a business person you are people who don't know you. So converting people at cold outreach should be a maximum thing for you, and you should know how to do that. All right, we are going to do justice to that. Maybe in the next video we're going to do, and we are going to take. You can actually feel that I'm not flowing with this section, because this being my first time, I think I don't actually flow with static calls whereby your pictures got to be there and you're just speaking, maybe passing through waves and all of this stuff. I kind of love video stuff, right? So maybe next time we are going to do this, I'm going to actually speak from my system. We do this live. Ekelem, are you with us? Are you here? Is it off? Okay, perfect. So we're going to take this a little bit further. So Sagashos too, thank you so much for being in this call, bro. You're so amazing. Can you do justice to the second one? How to make a client never have to actually override that objection of not hopping on a call with you as a client? And please, Ekeleme, take notes. Remember, yes, Sagashos, please hold on a little, okay? Ekeleme, take notes, please. And everybody here, Jamiu, take notes. Solomon, take notes. Copy Chief, take notes. We are going to have this section, please. Remember, we are having our code practical section. Everybody here have to be there, and everybody here have to see how we are going to do it, okay? So, Sagashos, please, thank you so much. Let's move on. Yeah, Sagashos, let's go on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm here. Now, first of all, like I said at the first time, is first presentation. Do you get it? Presentation, that's the first thing. Now, when it gets to that point where a client doesn't want to hop on a call with you, if it's time, you need to know the objection. Do you get it? First, you need to discover why he doesn't want to hop on a call with you. Of trust. But the major issue that is always the issue is perceived value. How did you present yourself at the beginning? Because to be frank with you, this perceived value, it becomes very, very hard to override this objection. And if you want to override it most times, you lower your guard. Do you get it? Another thing is fear of being sold to. How are you presenting the call? Are you presenting the call as a value call, or are you presenting the call as a selling call? Do you get it? Now, we are going to deal with that objection time. You can tell the person, I totally understand you are busy. That's why I've set up this to be like, for instance, if you have known me, I don't tell people let's hop on a call. I tell them let's hop on a 10 minutes call, 5 minutes call. What's the best time for you? This is the best way to override this time objection. Always be specific with time, and let the time be little. For example, if you want people to read your lead magnet faster, sorry, I'm deviating. If you want people to read your lead magnet faster, and your lead magnet is a kind of short one, you can tell them this is a 10 minutes read. And when they know it's a 10 minutes read, they will just read it. because most of them have the idea that calls are very, very long. Just tell them it's a 10 minutes, value-based this call. Do you get it? It's a 10 minutes call. I want to share, my screen with you and show you some strategies that you can use to improve this and that. Don't present it as a selling call. Present it as a value-based call. And there's no way you want to share something that will solve his problem by calls, not respond. I don't know if you get it now. Now, when it's lack of trust, which is an objection when it comes to people, not hopping on a call, but it's not really always the objection. But let me also tell you how to do this. The first way to do this, according to Title 40, he said the best way to crash the objection of people not hopping on a call with you is to do a loom video. A loom video of yourself, like video yourself of hi, let me say I want to pitch New-Boron guy. I say, oh, New-Boron guy, how are you? With me doing a video. You watch it. New-Boron guy, how are you? Okay, I was just going to your page today and I discovered that you are selling a new book on how to persuade people. Add to that ebook. I don't know if you get it. Just you a little video of you doing a what? Like sharing value. So that them seeing your face will build trust. Now remember, I said that trust is not only
network.
the issue, but when it's the issue, this is what you do. You get it? This is what you do. Now, most of us follow up that prospect with you have not replied to our, but then how to really follow up on someone is what I call the hook up follow up strategy, where you share value with the client while following up. You can tell them something like, okay, I discovered you have not replied to my, or something like,
oh, network or Guinea, what did
I discussed this on this your product. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So don't make your follow-up strategy look salesy. Don't make them realize you're even following them up. In fact, there's a strategy you can use to make them remind you of you following them up. You get it? There's a strategy you can use on that. For example, you can send them a free guide. You get it? And tell them, let me know when you are done. After 2 days or 3 days, they might not start you up. You can, go back. Sir, I told you let me know when we are done. I don't know if you are done with this. Like, it becomes a burden to them, and it becomes a chance for you to keep following them up. Go to your sales process via calls, so they reject the call. Because most copywriters pitch them via calls, and when you're pitching someone via calls, it increases. At least I've hopped on calls before. Last year I was making over 10 calls per day for straight 3 months. When I was working with a company, Newton Academy in Lagos, they were selling what is it called? They were selling courses on how to build tech skills around cyber security and all those stuff. They're selling for 100 hours, 150k to 270k. So we are hopping on calls every day. So it becomes when you're on call, those who fear saying no to your sales, they fear it through calls. So they might reject your call due to they don't want to say no to you, or they're afraid of saying no. So present your call as a value-based call, and that is make it convenience. Make your call convenience. What is the timing of your call? When do they want it? Do you get it? So these are just my few opinion. I believe you can other people, many of us are here. We can bring up few tips. That's just my few opinion. Thank you very much, Baron guy.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, bro. This is smart. One thing I so much admire in this industry is just about you learning the game itself. So you see, LMA, please just take note, okay? take note, and every one of us take note. And also, you can actually, some of the biggest objection, you can actually leave it down, or you can actually find somewhere to actually where you know where you stuck, and you know what is how it's going around. So just like I was saying, I actually closed a client, which is why I decided not to do client work anymore. And this is a very cool a client. I don't know, one of the biggest guy on TikTok with over, that should be about 350k followers. Don't mind this followership stuff. You think that is bullshit. The thing is about this. I mean, these guys can't sell their shit if their life depends on it. So I was like, 350k follower, more Baba, see client now, see big deal. On striking a deal with the person at first, remember what I'm saying? Just what Sagasho just said. The person didn't actually, the client doesn't want to go on any, like, guy, I'm okay. In fact, at a point, the client became vulnerable. Stop pitching me. You understand? In fact, the client even told me on a bare note that he fired seven copywriters that came to work with her. That in fact, she's even done with the business. Then at a point, I noticed that, look at what this client is actually passing through. So it's not even the copywriter's problem, it's the client's problem. So sometimes you pitch some clients and they'll be like trying to run down some things on you, even trying to deform you, you know. Most times, just chill. This is something you normally get used to, right? You have to get used to it. So, my time is about to go down. What is happening here? All right. So, sorry. I think I'm having an issue here. What is happening? Okay. For some of you asking, the call is actually recorded, okay? I will actually have to send, although network is actually being so unfair to us this night. Network is being so unfair. So I believe Sagashos actually did justice to that part. But please just take notes. We're actually going to do the live section of this. And Ekeleme, if you are around, please, you can actually give example. Well, we're actually going to do this. We are going to pick example live from you, real life example, and we are going to do it practically. So Sagashos, thank you so much for actually being on the call, and thank you for helping out. Jamil, Copy Chief, Solomon, please, I know you learned one or two from Sagashos. Can you hear me right?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can I just add just a little?
Perfect. Of course. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yes. So about this cold DMs and then asking somebody for a call, I think it really speaks of it depends on your unique style. That's number one, because I think before I went on my sabbatical break, I had like 2 or 3 companies that I pitched, and the funniest part was that most of them, it was just that you have to have the determination. People will tell you, you do follow up, you do this, you do that, but there are still some clients that will surely tell you that no is no. And then most of some companies or some individuals that are doing these businesses, I feel like, number one, I realized that most of them, they don't even know the value of copywriters. They don't even know they need you. Probably they've just been running their business just like that with their staffs, and then they've been doing marketing campaigns and stuff like that without even attending. For you to tell them what their problem is and then show them that you can really do this, I think that's the number one step for them to even want to hear you out or want to do your bidding or want to accept to have a call with you. For me personally, I don't do calls. I prefer when I don't do video calls. I prefer phone calls or private messaging or something like that. That's for me. And then I think I got the biggest client I got that time was for a project that I came to Abuja to do skills with. So they spent millions of naira on that project, and the issue was not even the issue was not even about copywriters or anybody. It was about the organizer, the main organizer. The main organizer she's a woman, she had issues, but I just had to just step in, tell her what I can offer, and then I had somebody, reputable somebody that she knows, that told her that yes, this guy is good for the job, and that was how everything. But what I'm just trying to dive in is that you see all these cold pitches. Number one, you will have no's. There are people that will tell you no, and there's nothing you can do about it. No is no. So that's why the more you pitch, the more opportunities you get. So I take it for me that I get like 50 no's or 100 no's before a year. So it's normal. Just as I am like this, I've applied for jobs that I've gotten more than like 6 or 7 responses. And as far as they are responding to me and telling me that they cannot give me this job, that's my academic line, I'm like, normal. So if you can keep responding, then there's no problem. Then one day I'll get the response of yes. And that's how it should be. So you should pitch more. One no should not discourage you from pitching. And then secondly, you see people that you pitch to, sometimes they might not know your value, so you have to like exaggerate their problem and then tell them that you are the solution to their problem. Immediately you fix their solution, instantly you see that yes, their blood will be boiling to even talk to you. I had a client one time that client was just like, was in my DM just to like, he was even much more like the person that was begging me to call him, we'll talk on voice call, we'll discuss about their business. That was, even some of my friends now, they have a business that they do. So they always make sure that whenever they want to make a big decision or run big campaign, they always make sure they call me and they're like, guy, we need you now. What do you think about this? These are our plans, these are this and that. And that's because of the way I've positioned myself to be a consultant and not their errand boy. So I feel like you have to sell without selling. That's why there's a book that is called Selling Without Selling. Oh, yeah. I think I've read like a few pages of that book. So the follow-up too is not something bad. So I just think I'm just highlighting what my boss, Sagacious, and the Boron guy have said. So you will get no's, you have to keep grinding, and then don't let anything bring you down, and then you should follow up. And then when you're following up, you should have this esteem, and don't let anybody look at you like you are begging for a job. No, it's not a copywriter that begs for a job. They beg a copywriter to do a job. So you have to position yourself in a way that, yeah, it's not like I just have a little interest in what you are doing. It's not like I can do this for free for you. It's not like I'm desperate. Do you get? But if I don't charge you, then you will not know the value of what I'm giving you. Something like that. I think that's just a little thing that I just want to add from my end. Thank you.
Excellent. I think this is a nice contribution. And most times what makes copywriters seems desperate is because they have not created a system of cash flow for them. I mean, daily cash flows. That is one of the biggest reasons why you see copywriters binging on clients to take them on, to sounding desperate and all of this stuff. But if you have a kind of system that have been created for you, cash flow system that have been created for you, where you actually make a kind of side income from pitching clients. You know, when clients actually see that, I think it all boils down to you having your own stuff, creating your own stuff by yourself. When you run a business, when you run what you can do for your clients, can also do for yourself. I think client knows doesn't actually move you, right? Because a yes from a client can actually keep you on steroid. Already you have something moving on your side. So I think each and every one of us too have to actually get so much interested on building cash flows. So you don't sound, no matter how you want to see it, if you don't have cash flow, if you're always on the look of the next client who is going to pay you, at some point you break some copywriting rules. That one is true, that one is sure. You sound desperate because you need them sharp. You understand? So I think this is very, very clear and sound. Ekeleme, I think there's a justice done there, right? But we need to take it live, we need to take it practical. But at least Sagacious have done so much, Jamil have actually contributed so much, right? Perfect. So I think this is almost 10 o'clock. I'm going to actually leave us tonight to go and rest. But then, as I said, I don't actually know how this is going to play out. But I think we should often, when I mean often, it's not going to be a weekly stuff. It's just random time. We continue from where we stop. Like basically, you can hinge me on your objection. Maybe yes, we take it live. Just like we also have a pending this thing here. A code live section we are going to actually do. I just pray that my system gets, because I actually went to fix my system this week. Yes, that should be yesterday, but it's not yet fixed. But I'm trusting God it should be fixed before Monday or Tuesday. So I actually have to do that. So perfect. This is nice. I actually had a nice time with you guys. Actually had a nice time with you, Sagashos. I just feel like shaking you. Sagashos, you really did a nice job here, and I so much respect and honor your time you spent here with us. Jami, you're a great guy, of course. You're a great guy. I honor you appreciating this time and coming on demand. Just imagine hinting you up by 2 or 3 thereabouts or 4. You said, "Yeah, man, I will actually show up for this." Ekeleme, the same thing to you. You are one guy I so much respect. You are so detailed, and you know what you expect from your moves. Just so brilliant. Copy Chief, the same thing. Favor. Thank you so much, guys. Solomon, thank you. I feel like just shaking each and every one of you for actually staying till now. It's a privilege to me. And please just keep it at the back of your mind that each and every objections you have that is actually stopping you from getting what you want to get, we are going to tackle it. My own stuff is all about showing you the practical section of it. That is actually where I know I'm good at. I'm not good at actually ranting and maybe, yes, just like Sagashos. Sagashos is a bad guy already. Baba know how to talk. I love Sabi that one, but I will play my game the way I know how to do it. Okay, so we are going to take it live. Okay, so thank you so much, Sagashos. Thank you, Jamiu. Thank you, Clement. Thank you, Copy Chief, Copy Priest. Thank you, Favor. Thank you, Solomon. It's an honest time to be here, and I think we all learned 1 or 2 here. Thank you so much. I so much appreciate this. All right. Yeah, for the recorded video, I think I started recording in the middle of the section. I didn't actually start. That was when Ekeleme was actually demanding for the section. Yes, Sagashos actually asked me to record. So that was when I started recording. So you should know, this is about 27 minutes now. Video, and the network actually breached some parts, so some parts is not going to be clear because of network issues. But then we actually have a very nice video here. Okay, if you want the recorded part of it, I can actually send it to you. All right, thank you so much, guys. I think we can actually have a break now. So let's go eat our dinners and maybe do our copy works tonight. For those of you who are going to be staying up tonight. So Agashos, thank you once more. I'm deeply honored. Jamiu, Baba, thank you. Favona, thank you. Ekeleme, thank you. Solomon, thank you. All right. Thank you and good night to you all.